You got to try and reach for the stars or try and achieve the unreachable. When I'm in a bad mood, I don't listen. I like looking feminine and I enjoy being a role model. I enjoy being a woman. It all comes down to having the confidence to be who you are. Money makes life easier, but I don't want to be rich, not at all. People could see in me who I am now, an Olympic champ, the best in the world. I feel like I've reached an age where I can relax a little bit with the knowledge of what I've been through, take all that experience and use it. I love the challenge of trying to get back to where I've been, and beyond it. I'm not a marriage expert, quite clearly. I was running since I was 10. Since grade 1 at school, people looked at me and thought, oh gosh, she can really run, she's a natural. My last real race was at the Olympics in Sydney in 2000. I want to keep my private life private. I definitely do things on my terms. It may not seem that way, but I actually do. I don't agree with everything Madonna's done, but she is fearless. I have time to breathe, time to be myself more often. I am a lot more relaxed and less guarded. Between 1991 and 1997, I had really serious asthma. I think the greatest amount of pressure is the pressure I place on myself. So in a way, I chose to be alone. Peace, unity, and harmony. Australians are a fantastic bunch of people, but the attention can be overwhelming for someone like me. I'm so lucky. I have such a great support system. All I have to do is run. I make no apologies. I don't like people looking at me. I hate the attention. I was always surrounded by expectation from the very first race I ran as a 5-year-old. I made my first Australian senior team when I was 16, first Olympics when I was 19, and I retired. I'm 32, I retired 4 years ago, so a good third of my life, or nearly a third of my life, has been all about running. This occasion is personally very meaningful, and I hope to visit Korea again if I have the chance. I like being in the workforce, it keeps me grounded. With Alexander's cancer, I was definitely brought to my knees for the first time because of the fear factor. The thing I do best is laugh. I don't have a lot of regrets in my life. I have a friend who, if she has a bad hair day, it affects her whole mood because it is part of her sexuality, her confidence. I don't have that problem anymore. I lie around the floor with my cats Billy and Jazz or watch DVDs with my best friends. I was going to shave it. It went in 2 parts. I got a bob first, but it kept falling all over my face. Then it was off, short. The main reason it was long was because my mother cut it short when I was little and I was trying to make up for that. Realize there is always somebody else in the world who's not coping as well as you are. I want to be a positive role model, especially for kids and Aboriginal people. When people see me, often all they see is another Australian athlete having a go. It isn't until they see the full Cathy Freeman picture that they realize how proud I am of my ancestry and heritage. I'd like a little more tolerance and acceptance of my culture and all the differing cultures that make up Australia. 20 seconds before a race, there's absolute focus. The key thing is to achieve relaxation, but at the same to have absolute total control. You've got to find the balance between being totally ready to go and being really at peace with yourself as well. Disappointment and adversity can be catalysts for greatness. There's something particularly exciting about being the hunter as opposed to the hunted. And that can make for powerful energy. I am very determined and the sport is my passion. I believe I am born for running. My story has resonated around the world. I am just Catherine, I just like to run. And I'll run with opportunities. Peace, unity, and harmony. I was always surrounded by expectation from the very first race I ran as a 5-year-old. I felt so full of gratitude and humility that I clasped my hands in front of me, closed my eyes, and said a silent prayer of thanks to God. I had at last achieved something I'd wanted for so long. My insides bubbled with happiness. It was a dream come true. My feelings tried to control me on my run. I had to concentrate fully on forthcoming running and success. I wanted to triumph. I've had my fair share of being dismissed. But I'm only about to turn 30. And when I finish running, I'm going to be a dangerous woman. I'm doing something now where I'm going to have to learn so much, and that takes time nurturing those kinds of relationships. I'll just let time happen. I don't have to articulate what may be or what may not be. I don't even do that to myself. I'm learning in my own sort of quiet, out of the spotlight kind of way. I certainly have my general point of view about the government and the future of our children. I'm certainly learning all the time. I'm happy to be an onlooker for now. My mind is pretty made up that life for Cathy Freeman will be as an unmarried woman from now on. I quite clearly have made the right decision in my heart. Retirement was the way. I'm certainly not ready to go changing the world overnight right now. I'm completely uninformed about a lot of our issues, a lot of the nation's issues, not just Indigenous issues. When I'm in a bad mood, I don't listen. I do not have any official responsibilities related to the Australian Olympic Committee or the Federation of Athletic Associations, since I am too busy with my private business. The last sort of really low-key race I ran, I realized with about 100 meters to go, that my heart just wasn't in it. I wasn't trying my hardest. I didn't care to compete against the girls I was up against. That spoke a lot about where my heart was taking me, which was off the track. The Athens Olympics will be meaningful even though I cannot participate as an athlete, since I can participate in the flame relay all over the world.
Which quotation do you like the most? Don't forget to subscribe.